Everything you do comes back to you as a punishment or as a reward. The law of compensation states that no evil act goes unpunished and no good act goes unrewarded. It's the ultimate equation of life, always making sure that things stay balanced. If you perform good acts and the reward is delayed, then you should be happy because the reward is guaranteed and compound interest works like a charm. That's why people say that the things you do will come back to you tenfold. I suppose this applies to punishment as well, which is not cool, but hey, that's how life works. And I guess expecting rewards for every good deed is not the best idea, because the reward may come in unexpected ways or forms which may be hard to recognize. The Stoics say that acting out of virtue is a reward in itself. Now here's some philosophical food for thought. If we're always performing good acts because we know we'll be rewarded later, doesn't that make us selfish and less virtuous? Maybe it does, but that kind of behavior would be fairly respectable comparing to the outright acts of malevolence that we see. Okay, that was intense, let's relax for a few seconds. Yesterday, I read up a bit on the law of compensation and I found the essays of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I went straight to the part called Compensation for Obvious Reasons, and it turned out to be a great piece of philosophical work, and I highly recommend it. I wrote down some quotes that provide a nice description of the law of compensation. Commit a crime and the earth is made of glass. There is no such thing as concealment. Commit a crime and it seems as if a coat of snow fell on the ground, such as reveals in the woods the track of every partridge and fox and squirrel and mole. The laws and substances of nature, water, snow, wind, gravitation become penalties to the thief. Basically, if you're doing a bad thing, nature will punish you directly. We receive what we put out, so it seems to be a pretty objective mechanism. From our perspective, it seems to be a punishment, but it's only moral debt that we have to pay off at some point. Okay, here we go with another quote, and this time a bit less harsh. A man cannot speak but he judges himself. Every opinion reacts on him who utters it. It is a thread ball thrown at a mark, but the other end remains in the thrower's bag. In other words, what you say about someone says more about you than it says about the other person. And it makes sense because when everything is going well in your life, you don't want to spread negativity. You want to share the positivity in your life with other people and encourage them to do the same. And here goes the last quote for today. The good man has absolute good, which like fire turns everything to its own nature, so that you cannot do him any harm. Basically, we have to be good people and everything's gonna be fine. We play it cool. And this is part of another idea which says that you can stop being a target if you stop reciprocating negative emotions. It's easier said than done. Whenever something unexpected happens, our first reactions are fear or anger. We put out that energy and it's gonna come back to us. But recognizing this is another step in the journey of self-mastery, and that's why we're here. We are helping each other, and more importantly, we ain't fooling around. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay cool.